Hello guys, welcome to my channel Code Without Complexity. Today we'll solve the Leetcode question number 693, binary number with alternating bits. So what's given in this question is we have a positive integer and we have to check whether it's an alternating bits or not. So what is an alternating bits? The alternating bits are the integer where its binary representation should have adjacent bits always different value. What does that mean? Let's say we have integer 5. The binary representation of this number 5 is 101. So the next bit after 1 is 0 and the next bit after 0 is 1. So it's an alternating. That means the bits are not repeating like 110. So this is our alternating bit in integer. So we have an example. The first example have n5. So the binary representation of 5 is 101. So it's it has alternating bits like 1, 0, 1. So we'll return true in this condition. We have to return in the binary answer. So the example 2 is we have the value of n is 7. So the binary representation of 7 will be 1, 2, 4, 8. So the binary representation will be 110. So this is our binary representation, and as we will observe, the bits are not alternative. There is another one after this one, and there is another one after this. So this is not alternative bits, so we'll return false here. And we have example 3 where the value of n is 11. N is 11. The binary representation of 11 would be 1, 1, 0, 1. 0. So this will be our binary representation of 11. So as we can see that the bits are alternative till here, but there is another one in the end. So this is not alternating bits integer. So we'll return false here. So if we will talk about the approach to solve this question, we will use two operations here. First is, let's say we have an alternating bits integer 0101, and let's say it's an x. Then if we will perform the XOR operation between x and the right shift of x, so it will give us the sequence of 1. Let's say we have x5. The binary representation of 5 would be 101, and the right shift of 5 will be 010. So if we will perform XOR operation between these two binary 11010. So we have to perform XOR operation. So this is the result of XOR operation, where if the values are same, then it will be 0. And if there is single one, then the result will be 1. So after performing XOR operation, 0, 1 would be 1, 0, 1 will be 1, and 10 will be 1. So the result is giving sequence of 1. So what we will do with this sequence, the second operation is that if we will perform AND operation of sequence of 1, let's say x, with x plus 1, it will give 0. What does that mean? That if we will take this sequence of 1 and the number that will come out, the decimal number of this binary representation will be 7, and if we add 1 here, it will give us 8. So the binary representation of 8 will be 1000. So if we will perform AND operation between these two, 0, 1, 1 and 1000, so it will result 0. So now if we will talk about the pseudocode, let's say we have a function solve and it will be Boolean because we have to return answer in true or false, and we have given integer n. So what we will do, we will create an variable named x, and first we have to perform XOR operation. So we will perform XOR operation of n with its right shift. So this will either give us the sequence of 1 or anything else. So we will directly return x, and we have to perform AND operation also. So we will perform AND operation of x with x plus 1, and we will check whether it is 0 or not. This will directly return true or false. If it this results in 0, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. So this is our pseudocode. If we will talk about the time complexity, so as we haven't used any for loops, so the time complexity will be order of 1. This will be our time complexity, and the space complexity will be order of 1 because we haven't used any space. We have just used a single variable x. So let's go on LeetCode and solve this question.
For the Java solution, first we will create a variable named x, and first we have to perform XOR operation between n and the right shift of n. This will give us the sequence of 1 or anything else, and now we will directly return n x, and we have to perform AND operation with x plus 1. The AND operation should give either 0 or 1. So if it will be 0, then this return function, this statement will directly return true, otherwise false. So let's run all test cases. The public test cases are passed. Let's submit this question. So the, all the test cases are passed and the time complexity is 100%. Thank you for watching, guys.